Alright, today let's look at sniper entries. How to get the best entries. Well then, that is simple. The most important thing is to understand patterns and also to understand what we call key areas. So right now I'm going to focus only on this one, okay, because I've been sharing about patterns for the longest time. So let me explain these daily key areas. When I speak about daily key areas, I'm simply referring to things like support and resistance, okay? And we can speak about yesterday's closing price, yesterday's low, and yesterday's high. These are the most crucial areas where your opportunity is going to come from, and if you master these areas, you're going to get the simplest entries every single time. However, let me just warn you, this requires a level of patience, because if you are not patient, you're gonna end up machine gunning the market, and that never ends well. So let's just say, for instance, let's say any random day traded like this, and this is very important, please pay close attention. Let's say a random day traded like this. Already we know we have the high, and already we know we have the low, and of course we have the close, but I'll bring in the close at some point just to make these charts not clustered. And I said, if then the next day they shoot all the way up and they come and close here, then this becomes our TD. This is our trend day because they violated the previous day's high. Now this activates something for us. We are in an uptrend. How do you know it's an uptrend? Because of the characteristics. An uptrend goes up, it pulls back, it goes up, it pulls back, and it goes up. So these are the traits of an uptrend, and that's exactly what happens here. So we will assume this move is actually this move. So for us to get the best price, we want to see them collapsing and we want to buy here. This is called buy low. Why? Because the prices are low and we are expecting them to go up. So that is to say the next day, what are we waiting for? Obviously we're gonna have our high here and we're gonna have our low somewhere here. So the next day, if they start by collapsing and collapsing, then all of a sudden they give us a pattern here, they break out of it, they pull back, they go all the way up. Okay, we want to buy here only if they gave us an engulfing candle. So the most important thing, number one, we need engulfing candle. The engulfing candle is a prerequisite. So let's say, for instance, when they came here, they decided to give us something like, doesn't matter which pattern it is, let's say they gave us a rectangle. They broke out of it because obviously this is going to be on a smaller time frame. Maybe this could be on a 15 minutes or on a 5 minutes. So we want to see a pattern. If it's on an hour, then we want to see something like railroad tracks. It could be railroad tracks, where here they give a big candle going down to induce people to sell, and then immediately we get a super big candle that is equal to this one or even bigger than this one. Okay, so this is a railway track. Or else, if it's on an hourly time frame, what they usually give is something like this. They'll give a very big candle going down, which we now call our climax candle, because that candle induces people to go down and it's the last big candle. And then following that, mostly they will give something like a doji, you see, and then immediately they will give a very big green candle going to the upside. So we want to enter here, and this is if it's on an hourly time frame. On a smaller time frame, we are going to see patterns, okay, and on a 5-minute time frame, that's where we're going to see an even bigger pattern which has a retest. Okay, so with that said, this is called a buy low opportunity. All right, but some days they won't do that. Some days they won't do that. Some days they will just come and go straight. So when you see something like this, well then what does this mean, or what do we do? Obviously we do nothing at this point. Our job is to wait. Most likely this opportunity is gone, but some days this opportunity can still in itself present something even better. Why? Because when you see this, you just see a market that went up straight, so there is no pullback. And I say this pullback is our opportunity, because that's what gives us the sell at the buy low opportunity. Okay, so when they do this, one thing we have to pay close attention to, is that we have here our closing price. So at this point in time, we have three areas. We have the high, we have the close, and we have the low. So since this opportunity was gone, we still need this pullback if we're going to be entering. Okay, some days they are most likely going to do this, come back. They can come back to the close, or they can come back to the high. That doesn't really matter. But what matters is what they do to these areas here, most preferably the high. If they come and piece through, okay, but what do? Some days you'll see they will do here and they will give you a W. This is a lock. Okay, this is a lock, and that's the main objective of this video. I want people to understand how to enter, and to enter you need to enter in line with the trend, number one, unless if it's a trend reversal strategy. Anyway, if you don't understand what the trend reversal strategy is, if you don't understand what the most explosive trading strategy for indices is, and if you don't understand what a trend continuation strategy is, I have a full playbook in my description where I explained everything. Actually, that was my own playbook that I wrote for myself. I just decided to share it with everybody. Okay, so it's in the description. It's a lifetime update, because obviously I'm in this business forever. So as I go, whenever I try trading something new, I will actually introduce it on the playbook, and it's a lifetime update. Okay, completely free. And if I want to update something, because every day we are learning and we are getting better with time, okay, I will actually modify what I modify, and I will add it to the playbook, and you're gonna get it completely for free, because it's a lifetime update. It's in the description below. And for someone who says they need the daily high or the daily low indicator, also it is in my description, because most of the people have actually been requesting it. Okay, so this is a lock. You can see this line here. Let's say this is the high. If it's an uptrend like this, this is going to be an high. If it's a downtrend, then this is going to be the low. Okay, so what is a lock? If prices shoot up straight, okay, instead of pulling back, what do we need to see? We want to see them coming back down again. They can piece through, but the most important thing is, what do? If they come here and then they pull back, at this point we don't know what they are doing. They can collapse down, but the moment they pull to this point again, we still don't know what they're gonna do. Okay, this is just a matter of observing the charts. But if they now do this and give us an engulfing candle, remember I said the key thing here is the engulfing candle. And now another key thing is the area. This is happening at yesterday's high, just like here where it's happening. Okay, the W, you need to know, if it's an uptrend, W locks a level. If it's a downtrend, M locks a level. Why? Because they try to push down, but buyers push the move even up, and then sellers come in heavily. They try to push down prices, but buyers say no, not this time, and they break the structure. So once they break the structure with a super engulfing candle, obviously we know they are here, and most of the time they're not gonna come back again and go up. But if you don't trust these M's, you can wait until they give you a retest and a big candle. But mostly M's and W's are a lock. They lock a level. Okay, so once they do this, you can enter. But I said prerequisite, this second leg must give an engulfing candle, and if there is an EMA, it must close inside of it. Okay, then we take it back to this high. So easy. We take this move back to this high. So the same applies to here. If we're gonna take it here, we want to take it back to this high. Why? Because now them going straight was just this straight move without an opportunity to enter, but them coming back to the closing price now fulfills the requirement, or which gives us a pullback, and then we want to take it all the way up because this is the first area they're gonna hit. By the way, they've already been here, okay, and you can hold till the close, but one position must take profit. So the best way is to divide your normal lot size in half, you see. So that's what I wanted to understand. I wanted people to understand. I want people to understand what is a lock. So let's go to the charts quite quick and look at something fascinating. Okay, I told you we must understand patterns. This is on gold. Okay, gold has been giving some beautiful opportunities yesterday and today. I know most people have said, oh, this week is not going to be volatile, it's a Christmas week, but you never know when it comes to the markets, more especially at a time of global instability like now. But there will be peace, guaranteed. But there's just been a lot of things happening around the world. Taiwan, Cambodia, all this stuff. There's a lot of things happening around the world. So prices are going to move, more especially precious metals, because people are going to run to safe havens when things get nasty. Okay, so look at this. I spoke about understanding pattern, and I say this is very, very, very significant. Look at gold. Sorry guys, on a daily time frame, on an hourly time frame, gold has given beautiful patterns. You see, this was a beautiful pattern. It broke in Asia. You see, it broke in Asia, but it went straight. So I'm not going to talk about this, but one thing I want people to understand is that even when we have a pattern like this, whenever prices come to this line here, there's going to be a lot of buying. That's why they are always rejected and pushed back up, and up here there's going to be a lot of selling. That's why when they come and touch here, they are pushed back down. The same applies to touching here again. They will push back down, but buyers step in. So this one is the most reliable, but it will need a little bit of experience. Why? Because if a move fails to go down, remember I just told you that, guys, this thing is going to need a lot of practice, okay? But you'll understand it because I prefer sharing everything step by step. Look, this move was rejected here. We are expecting it to come down, but what happens? Immediately buyers step in. Look at this candle. It's an hourly candle. How many candles did it engulf? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-hour candles engulfed in one candle, which is an engulfing candle. Remember I just said engulfment, okay? So this one was the most easiest. Why? Because we expect the sellers to be so strong to push prices to the line down here, but they failed. Eventually buyers said we are in charge. So you can trust that buyers are now in charge. If you bring in the 20 MA, fine, you'll see what I'm talking about again. But what I want to talk about is what happened today, because yesterday, yes, it presented a very big opportunity for 1,000+ points, but look at today. When you get a trend day like this, because obviously this day has violated the previous days, which was the Friday's high, so it went up. So what do you expect? We expect a pullback, then a continuation, but you can see today, Tuesday, they went straight up. Okay, so the opportunity is gone, but yes, they did something very fascinating. Look at this. They came, pieced through, and they stop hunted everybody from early in the morning. As you can see, everybody from where the move began was taken out. And gold is like this, guys. If you understand gold is a stop hunter. Once it stop hunts and reverses, it's going. So here's a W. But again, I say, if you have two beautiful opportunities presenting at the same time, take the easiest one, take the most clearest one. When you look at this one, obviously the risk reward was super big, okay, because this move was coming all the way back to, I think it was 400 and something points. You see, this one locked, but this one at this point wasn't an engulfing candle. It was just an inside candle here. But when this one happened, that's when we knew that buyers are winning. And let's see, all back to the high. This is 428. Easy, easy, easy. What a nice Christmas gift. And what I want you to understand is the battle that is happening here. When you look at this, honestly, you see, sellers are pushing prices up. Understand the psychology. Then buyers say, no, you're not winning. Buyers push prices up. Okay, at this point there is no structure. Okay, this move can still be just a pullback, a characteristics of a downtrend. Go, okay, but when they now do this, now they pull down, okay, which means sellers have stepped in. Let's see how far sellers will go. Boom, they fail, and this is a W, not just a W. Now sellers at this point, though it was just a wrestling because this is an inside candle, not much information, but when this one happened, it was done. And here, this is that creeping trend I spoke about, beautiful one. Also in my playbook I explain creeping trends. Okay, so look at this. Who is in charge now? Buyers are in charge. So the most important thing is to understand, when prices come to extremes, when prices come to supports and resistance, when they come to highs, lows and stuff, after stop hunting, that's where the other group is going to step in. You need to know strategic areas where the mass is going to be reacting, and you want your orders to be driven by big companies. You want your orders to be driven by institutions. That's why I always say, wait for the time when you know that institutions are in. Okay, so this is a beautiful W. It locks a level. Okay, and prices go heavily 400, but as I said, you must compare and take the easiest one. So silver gave us the same thing. Okay, we were in a trend day because they broke the high of Friday. Okay, and when I said people want these indicators, the very same indicator that is here, it's in my description, daily high, daily low. And this is the best indicator I found because people have been asking and requesting this indicator for a very long time. Okay, so now you have it. Okay, it's in my description. You can download it. Okay, so look at what they did. We got a trend day. We were expecting them to collapse down to give us a buy low opportunity, but they didn't do that. All of a sudden they just went straight up, but later they did something. Why? Because people are gonna jump in. And what did they do? They now collapsed. Okay, when they collapse, this is a characteristics of what? Of an uptrend. Some people will say it's a reversal, it's going down, they'll sell forever, but in reality it's not. It's just coming to the areas to retest and possibly stop hunt everybody. Okay, so the most important thing is to understand, I'll make another video about this, when you understand stop hunts, when they just come and take everybody out, what do they do after that? The advantage with silver today was that this was happening at Monday's close and as well as Monday's high. Okay, this is a move that is going up. All this play is happening at the high. Let me zoom out because some people want chart zoom. What do? Okay, let me explain the psychology here. Sellers push prices down. Okay, buyers step in. Why are buyers stepping in? Because we are at critical key areas. Not only that, again, because we have just stop hunted these guys. Most of the time when there is a stop hunt, that's when most people are going to be getting in. Why? Because most people wait for stop hunts. Okay, so what do? Sellers are winning, buyers step in. Oh boy, they're trying. Okay, and then sellers say no, we are in charge. They push down with a super big candle. I know most people sold this candle, but this is still an uptrend. You can't sell this because this is not yet a failed breakout. These prices are in breakout. Buyers are still winning, but all of a sudden they give us those three candles I told you. This big one, the inside one, I just drew them for you, and then this big one, and that's a reversal. Okay, but look, this is a W. Now we know that buyers have stepped in and buyers have the upper hand. How do you know buyers have the upper hand? Look at the size of the candle. This is an engulfing candle. This is an engulfing candle. It engulfs all the sellers taken out. And where are they going? Patience, guys, patience. Wait for them to come to key areas. Okay, see what are they doing. This is not a breakout. This is not a reversal. It's a stop hunt, stopping out everybody who bought in Asia. They're gonna do that. And look at this. Now they went 100 points to the high, and then another position we hold to the close. It's at 187. You see, so these things are easy. Okay, these things are easy. Okay, because you don't want to be counter trending as strong trend. That's why I have the trend continuation strategy. That's why I have a trend reversal. The first thing is we wait for them to tell us what they're gonna do, then we jump in when it's clear. Okay, so as I said, all the strategies I use are in the playbook in the description. The daily high and low indicator, it's in the description. Have a blessed Christmas, guys. Come back ready.